eyes on the White House tonight as President Biden gets ready to address the nation for the very first time since dropping out of the 2024 race.
And this as Vice President Kamala Harris is moving full speed ahead with her presidential campaign, and Donald Trump goes into attack mode. With the very latest in all these political developments, Fox 5's Morgan McKay joins us now in studio. Morgan, what's the latest?
Bianca, Natasha, President Joe Biden will be addressing the nation at 8 p.m. tonight. This comes as a new survey shows that some voters are willing to give Vice President Kamala Harris a chance to define her stance on key policy issues on her own.
I will begin by saying a few words about our President Joe Biden.
For the second day in a row, Vice President Kamala Harris kicked off her speech by praising President Joe Biden before turning the focus to what she can deliver. Democrats are quickly convalescing behind Harris as the likely next Democratic presidential nominee. But first, President Joe Biden will be addressing the nation for the first time since bowing out of the race. Harris addressing a sorority in Indiana.
He will talk about not only the work, the extraordinary work that he has accomplished, but about his work in the next 6 months.
Although it has been a Biden-Harris ticket for the past 4 years, a new survey by Slingshot Strategies found that a majority of the voters polled are still learning who Harris is and are not necessarily tying her to every Biden policy.
They know she's a liberal, they know she's a prosecutor, but they're waiting to hear and ready to hear that she thinks the way they think on these key issues.
Harris is doing particularly well when it comes to her messaging on abortion access and LGBTQ policies. However, an area where she is vulnerable is on immigration, although pollster Evan Ross Smith says that Harris is polling better than Biden on this issue.
Biden had a problem on prices, he had a problem on immigration, he had a problem on interest rates. Now, Kamala Harris has neutralized a lot of those problems. She is not viewed as negatively.
Regardless, immigration is exactly the issue former President Donald Trump is expected to hit Harris on the hardest. Biden appointed Harris to oversee certain border policies in 2021, and it took her several months to make a trip to see the southern border. But Democratic strategist Chris Coffey says preliminary polling right now seems to show that some voters are giving Harris a chance to define her stance on some of these tougher policy issues.
We're definitely in the honeymoon period right now, so that provides an opportunity for her to run on the economy.
And Trump is giving his campaign speech at around 6 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, Morgan, like you just said in your story there, I mean, immigration is definitely going to be a big topic. Trump is going to target Harris on that. She was put in charge of it in the Biden administration. Is that going to influence her pick for who VP is for her?
So it's hard to say. Well, the DNC is saying right now that she's going to be picking her vice president before August 7th. So in the next week or two, we're expecting an announcement. Some experts say as soon as next week to kind of continue with some of this momentum that we're seeing. But some of the top names that are being tossed around is the Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona, which of course has dealt with a lot of immigration issues. So that would be a great choice. A lot of people are saying, although they might lose that Senate seat for Democrats. But other people being tossed around are the Kentucky governor, North Carolina governor, and of course the Pennsylvania governor, Josh Shapiro.
And Biden address again tonight at 8 p.m. Expecting anything that you're going to be hearing from him?
So, fun little trivia fact for you guys. Biden is the first president since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968 to not seek re-election for a second term. So, in a way, I think we're going to hear Biden say goodbye a little bit for his campaign. This has to be a tough moment for him. But at the same time, I am expecting him to really be focusing on the next four months that we have for the rest of the year, just really focusing in on what he has left, that he's not going to be gone from the White House, and he's going to still have an impact over policy over the next few months.
Historic indeed. Morgan, thank you.
Thank you.